Hello everyone, it's Erin. Welcome to another reading. Today's going to be a little bit different. We're just using one deck. This is the Woodland Warden's deck by Jessica Rue. And then we also have some trinkets. So we're going to do like a trinket reading on top of the Oracle deck. We're going to light a flame to hold the energy for us. We're going to invite Spirit in and ask Spirit to contain us all around in a sphere of love and warmth and protection, okay? Clarity. We're looking for clarity. And we shall see what. Oh. Okay. We have the snake and fern for starting over. So we've had an ending. So, okay. We have the lizard and the pitcher plant, stagnation. We have moth and the eucalyptus, ending. Seeing a theme here. The cayman and the poppy, dreams. And the finch and the peach, romance. So this looks like romantic disappointment here. Oop. Hopefully it's all in the frame. There we go. So this is definitely romantic. And there's also, it's clear that Spirit is talking to you, because this card, the poppies are where you get opium. And the cayman is a very slow, kind of trance-like creature here. It's often like in a trance, just floating along. So this means that you are actively receiving help and guidance from the other side. Most likely you already know this, or have asked or tried to seek answers already, okay? And whenever we have a big change, if it's emotional, it's really not uncommon to feel stagnation for a bit, because we have to recover. So let yourself stagnate if you need to stagnate, okay? Clearly, we have an ending, right? That says ending. Couldn't be any more obvious. And dealing with that ending is slowing you down. Here we have romance, which means you had a lot of hope here. You know, the finch is looking up and flying upwards. That symbolizes hope. And yet, here it is underneath the starting over card. And the finch is also looking right up here at the cayman and poppy card, the dreams card. So this is telling you to pay close attention to your intuition and to your dreams. A lot is happening on the other side, on the astral plane. I have a bag of trinkets, and we're going to spread a few over the cards. So, interestingly here, a lot is pulling my attention. We have smoky quartz, one of the coolest stones, I think. Adjacent to the romance card. So this is also a great in-between energy, because we have the clarity of the clear quartz, but the depth and shadow added in, which makes it smoky. So this is inviting us in to explore and go into that in-between space represented by this. So there's definitely a astral and spiritual influence to this romance. We have the rose hip. That is like confirming here. It's just a validation. It fell right next to the peach representing the romance. And then here we have the Queen. Chess piece. So we have feminine energy here. It could be if you're a female, you were the one who really cared. And an empty bottle with a cork. So that is messages to come. Okay, associated with the starting over card. You're going to be getting spirit messages to help you understand how to start over and what to do next. And then we've got this double heart, which landed upside down on the stagnation. So you got to love yourself. It's upside down at first. I flipped it over. But that's saying you haven't discovered the self-love that you have, that you can apply to yourself yet. I turned it over as an intention that we're going to start loving ourselves more. Catch the love in these pitcher plants. Catch the love in it. And then, way over here, we have a skull for death, starting over, endings. There we go. Skull. Way up here. So, I'm not sure what that means yet. It could mean an ancestor, or it could be reflecting the endings. So, let's ask the guides, now that we got the picture that we need to look at, let's ask the guides what they want to say to us, okay? We've got the patience, bobcat and blackthorn. Be patient with your process. And hound and pear, loyalty. So the bobcat and the blackthorn, this is about patience and overcoming challenges, getting past these thorny berries. And the berries are also edible, and you can make jellies and jams out of them. The bobcat is a stealthy, patient hunter. So this is about, finding what there is to find with patience, because there's something there. It's not all thorns, and the bobcat eventually finds its prey. It's not always waiting. So patience. And then we've got the hound and the pear for loyalty. So we know how loyal hounds are, and the pear is also a symbol of affection and care. So it's about true loyalty, not ideological loyalty or mind-based loyalty or obsession. It's love. It's care, like a dog that loves his owner. Okay? True loyalty. So, a lot of times, for those of us, we're going to get into psychology a little bit. For those of us who are very much a giver, who love our friends and all the people close to us, sometimes we forget to give that loyalty to ourselves as well. But this isn't a lecture on loving yourself more. This is an acknowledgement that you are a deeply loving and loyal person. And this is something to celebrate about you. And that's why it hurts. That's why having to have something end really hurts. It's because you care. And so the guides are letting us know to acknowledge how real our feelings are, and to know that even through hard times where we need to be patient, there's something to be gained. And to trust ourselves that we will find what we need to find during this time. I'm just going to pull at random. We have the possum and the peony for bashfulness, next to the cayman and the poppy here. So there might have been some things that went unexpressed in this connection, because we have the romance card here. And it's so fascinating to me that there's something else going on in spirit. There's something stirring that is happening on the other side and in the astral plane. And I feel a little bit of excitement about it. So let's keep it moving. Oh, I had a feeling to keep the skull for whatever reason. I'm going to trust that feeling. Okay. Let's see. I wonder if we need to go switch to tarot. I think we're going to switch to tarot. Okay. This is going to be specific messages for specific groups or individuals in the collective. We've got the Hermit card confirming we need to go within. There's something spiritual happening. We got that validation. I'm going to move the oracles out of the way. Four of Swords, again, slowing down. So the cards are confirming. And stagnation, the Seven of Pentacles. Trusting, starting over. The Fool. So, they laid it out, the same message in a different deck. Let's see what we got. Are you serious? Stagnation again. That seems to be emphasized. All right, Spirit, guides, what do we need to know to move forward from here? What do we need to know? We've had our message doubly confirmed. What do we need to know? What the heck was that? Something fell, and I don't know what it was. Oh, it was a card. For the deck energy, bottom of the deck energy, we have luck. That was the card that fell on the ground. Okay, so we got happiness. We've got curiosity. And we've got devotion. Oh my god, that is so sweet. I'm actually going to pull out these tarot because the guides use the tarot to confirm our message, which was super cool. They want me to leave it out, but I want to get it out of the way. So we're just going to stick these here, okay? Okay. All right, so we know that we've been feeling stagnant. That's been a clear theme here. And we know it's because of our loyalty and devotion that we are slowing down and not sure how to, and need a little support navigating. Okay. Curiosity and happiness here. These are our answers. These are our solutions. And it's going to be different for everybody what you're curious about and what makes you happy. These are our hobbies and the things we love doing. It's our love for going on hikes. It's our love for photography, our love for gaming, our love for, getting coffee with friends or artistic expression, whatever it is that you are curious about and you enjoy doing. So if you don't know what you enjoy doing, this card can be telling you to journal and explore what you enjoy until you come across an action plan so that you can take an action forward and do the things that you enjoy. Because some of us are a little out of touch with what we like. If we've been serving other people for a long time, it can be hard to know what we even want anymore. So the guides are here telling us to maintain that curiosity, and that's how we're going to find our happiness. Yeah, so we're flowing with things. And so there was this emphasis earlier on dreams and spirit. So what are we supposed to know on that subject? Bashfulness. Okay, I'm going to give us some room. So this is saying that the only thing that's stopping us from diving fully into the spiritual realm of this subject is we're not sure, we're unconfident, we're lacking confidence, or maybe we don't want to make assumptions about it or about the other person involved. And so this is something that we need to acknowledge You don't be shy about exploring the spiritual dimensions of this romance that is a theme here. Okay, what else do we need to know? Confidence. There we go. You see? Be less bashful and more confident. And if you feel this was a spiritual connection, this is saying don't shy away from that knowing it was a spiritual connection. And if you are questioning yourself, just know you're right. You know, we know here that we're on the right track. So trust this, okay? And then we have the hare and the oak. That is you. That's how solid you are. The oak is a solid tree, okay? The wood is great for crafting and building. And you have a lot to offer, and you need to move on to where you're going to be able to offer that. The things that you have. You're solid, you're loyal, you're caring, you're loving, okay? You're solid. So as you move on, just know, don't let yourself be convinced that you're unstable, especially if the other person or other parties convinced you that you are. You have a lot to offer and a lot of stability to offer. What else do we need to know about the spiritual dimension of this? Creative ingenuity. So going back to finding the things that you enjoy doing. And you can navigate this situation tactfully and move forward and disentangle yourself from it tactfully. And this is also about connecting with community and other people. You're going to get some advice from some friends and wise people around you. That's going to help you decide where you're going next. How are you starting over? What sort of career are you going to jump into or create for yourself? What kind of life are you going to create for yourself outside of this? So I kind of want to ask, I feel like that there's this question here, why did this romantic situation fail? What was going on? Why did it fail? Deceit. Oh my God. You were tricked. You were lied to. And that is not okay, especially for a good, loyal person like yourself. So pat yourself on the back because you got through something rough. It's not on you. It's not on you. And if there's anyone who's trying to gaslight you, no matter who they are, even if they're an elder, even if they're, an authority over you or whatever, don't listen to them. Brush it off. Do not listen to them, okay? You were tricked. So in light of being tricked, we're going to ask Spirit, what do we need to do or what do we need to know about the spiritual dimension of this connection that seems to be so prominent in this reading? We got the Chariot. Woo! Yeah, Spirit's telling me just to shuffle like this. Okay, what is it? Oh, wow. Ace of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. What is the deceit, Spirit? What is the deceit? Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. You know what? What I'm getting from this is that everything in that relationship was not what it seemed. Because this is an energy of confusion right here. We've got all these different suits, no cups, no emotion, but we have what appear to be conflicting passions and deceit when it comes to the level of maturity of the person that you were dealing with. what I see here is, here you are. You thought that it would be a nurturing relationship. It was pretty clear to you. But we got conflict. We've got fast-moving, passionate energy. And we have someone who is standing on wealth, on abundance, but offering just one pentacle. And so this promise of abundance led to passion, but the only thing you got was conflict and self-defense, the necessity for self-defense. Okay? So I do think that the person who deceived you did it on purpose, but I don't think it was like this Machiavellian, it was very discreet, like hoping that you would not care that they aren't offering you what they promised. They're hoping you would just let it slide. But that's not fair. That's cheating you out of a relationship that looked one way but is actually another way. So it's not your fault. I see how it can be convoluted, but it's not your fault, okay? King of Pentacles. Yeah. So when I pull an ace randomly after making a statement, I know that's a validation. That's yes. And so this is saying you're going to need to be your own foundation. You're going to need to be your own King of Pentacles. So how do we recover, Spirit, from this incident? How do we recover? Get moving. That's what this harks back to, the ladybug and the raccoon for happiness and curiosity. Get moving towards something that makes you happy, and you will succeed, okay? That is very clear. Let's get rid of this nasty deceit card. Screw that. We don't need that. Okay? Is there anything else, Spirit, that the spiritual or dream dimension of this reading that came through? What else do we need to know about that? So this is about, if you had a dream, trust it, it's right. This is, again, the aces in my readings are confirmations and yes cards. It's also saying, you know, you've got it already in your hands. You already know that it didn't feel good. It didn't feel right. And you have to just cut your losses, embrace your disappointment with love. Don't try to push the disappointment away. And breathe through it and open the next door that you see in front of you that is for you, not about anybody else right now. Because it's your time. And you've got to seek it out, though. It's not going to come to you. You've got to move. That's why we had the Chariot card earlier. Is there anything that needs to be said to the person who deceived you? No. Keep it to yourself. Four of Pentacles, keeping it to yourself. In reverse is doubling down. Keep it to yourself. Leave this person alone, because they will only drain you. They'll say things that'll piss you off. So don't tell them anymore. Run away, okay? Take off in the direction of your passions instead. This is how you reclaim your energetic dominance. You got flattened, okay? You need to have dominance in your own life and dominance over your own decisions. And sometimes in relationships, one person will dominate and the other person will get flattened. You got flattened. You got to pull your dominance back. You get to be in control, okay? Reverse King of Wands. Let's get clarity on that. What does that refer to? Worrying. If you're worried about that you're being too harsh or too fiery in response to what's happened, you just need to find a way to direct that energy, okay? You got to direct your fiery energy somehow if you've got, sometimes a lot of cities now have axe throwing places or rage rooms. Do something like that if that appeals to you. Do something that you can get that anger out. Yell, you can scream, yell, write it out, burn the paper, whatever you want. But get the anger out, send it to the earth. A friend of mine likes to get a stone, go about, find a river or a lake, get a stone, feel the emotion, blow it with their breath into the stone and toss it into the water. So there's ways you can use the elements in nature to get rid of the energy. You can also talk to someone, vent, however you do it. Just don't do it in a toxic way. Don't take it out on other people. Don't take it out on yourself or punish yourself. But you need to get rid of all that excess heat, pent up anger. I think that's the message. That's the reading. So we're going to ask the spirit guides to give one last loving message before we end. Okay? What one last message do the spirit guides, ancestors, spirit, God want to give? Porcupine and the anemone, boundaries. So it's a loving reminder. You need to have boundaries, not only with other people, but boundaries with yourself. Don't indulge your depression. I'm not someone who will ever say, don't be a victim. I think that is so invalidating and rude. What I will say, though, is don't stay victimized. You see the difference? It's time to take a deep breath, exhale, let it all out, and get on the move. This is about primarily respecting yourself. Yes. This is our confirmation card here. The yes. And it's also in the wand suit, so follow your passions. So that's your guidance for today on this romance that ended. And I hope you really enjoy the rest of your day. It's been a real pleasure reading for you. All the spirit guides present want to give you all the love in the world and support in the world, and they're eager to talk to you. So get your own deck, pull your own cards, do your own stuff, meditate, and get those messages. And you're going to be feeling great, I promise. All right, guys? All right, take good care of yourselves. Bye for now.